screen. You can also track your vehicle mileage in AMSWin. To do this, click Other Business and then choose Add Edit Mileage. To add a new mileage record, click the Add button. First, you must select which vehicle you wish to add mileage for. In this case, I'll choose a Mountaineer. Now you'll notice, because I've not added any vehicles, nor have I added any mileage records, there are no vehicles in my vehicle drop-down box. So what I'll have to do is type in Mercury Mountaineer. When I hit the Tab key, a message will be displayed that says, "Do you want to add Mercury Mountaineer to your list of account codes?" I'll say yes. You'll also find that today's date is automatically entered in the date field. Next, you'll type the beginning odometer reading, which in this case is 102,000 miles and 0.2 tenths. And then you'll add the ending odometer reading, which is 102,021 miles and 5 tenths. As you can see, for this entry, you've recorded 21.3 miles. Next, you type a description for the mileage. In this case, I'll say, "Drive to trade show." And then when I'm finished, I'll click Apply. I can always add another mileage transaction by clicking the Add button. For this transaction, I'll use a different vehicle, an Infiniti i30. Do you want to add Infiniti i30 to your list of account codes? The answer is yes. Now you'll find I have both Infiniti i30 and Mercury Mountaineer in my list of vehicles. The date is provided for me. My beginning odometer reading is 83,442. And then my ending odometer reading is 83,512 and 6 tenths. You'll notice that this trip was 70.6 miles. My description will be travel to trade show. And when I click Apply, the entry is saved. Now that I have two transactions, I can navigate between the two by clicking Previous and Next. If I want to look up a transaction, I can click the Lookup box, and then I can look up the transaction based on either the date of the transaction, all or part of the description, and or a vehicle. In this case, I'll choose the Infiniti and click Lookup, and you'll find that the Infiniti record is displayed. When I'm finished working in mileage, I can either click the Close button or I can click the X at the top right-hand corner of the screen to close. If I wish to delete an entry, I can simply click the Delete button. The word Delete is displayed in red. If I click Delete again, it will actually ask me, "Are you sure you want to delete this record?" And clicking OK will make it permanently deleted. If I've misspelled my vehicle, or if I want to move all transactions from one vehicle to another, then I can do so by clicking the Other Business menu and then choosing Add Edit Vehicles. This screen looks very similar to the Account and Vendor Edit boxes. To add a new vehicle, I can simply click on the Add New Vehicle box and then choose Chevy Silverado. When I click the Add New Vehicle button, Chevy Silverado will be added to my list of vehicles. If I want to delete the Chevy Silverado entry, I can simply click it, choose Add Item, select Delete, and then click Proceed. I will get a box that states your records were successfully updated, meaning the Chevy Silverado is no longer in my list of vehicles. Let's say that I want to transfer the mileage that I entered on my Mercury Mountaineer to my Infiniti i30. In that case, what I would do is select Mercury Mountaineer, then choose Add Item to bring it into the box below. Next, I would choose Reassign. And then finally, I'd choose Infiniti i30 in the new vehicle name. When I'm finished, I click the Proceed button and I get a message that states your records were successfully updated. I then click OK. Now, if I go back into my mileage transactions, you'll find that both transactions now are on the Infiniti i30. I'm going to edit this so that Mercury Mountaineer is the vehicle for this transaction, and then I'll close. If I wish to rename the Infiniti i30 vehicle to simply Infiniti, I can do so by clicking on Infiniti i30 and clicking Add Item. This brings Infiniti i30 down to the box below. Next, I choose Reassign, then Delete. And then finally, I type the name of the new vehicle, which is Infiniti. When I click the Proceed button, I'll get a message that states your records were successfully updated. When I click OK, you'll find that Infiniti i30 is no longer in my list, but Infiniti is. When I go back into my transactions, you'll find that the Infiniti record simply says Infiniti and not Infiniti i30. When you're finished working with your vehicles, you can close the screen by either simply clicking the Cancel button or by clicking the red X at the top right-hand corner of the screen.